Hey, let me turn this around here. I am on the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. It is my first ride back in a Walt Disney World theme park following my pilgrimage on the National Ireland Way to raise money and the National Famine Way in Ireland. This is really, really loud today. To raise money and awareness in the fight against domestic violence for CASA of Pinellas County in Florida. I'm just going to adjust my phone a little bit here. So I just finished riding the People Mover. And today my goal is to do 6 theme parks. I have an annual pass, or I have 2 annual passes, and they're good to get me in 6 combined theme parks. My Walt Disney World one can get me into Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Disney's Animal Kingdom. I don't know why the announcements are so loud today. Sorry about that.
By stepping away from the car. Thank you. Please keep arms, antennae, and other appendages away from the doors and remain seated until they open automatically. Step
Thank you.
away from the platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you.
So Disney's Hollywood Studios and Disney's Animal Kingdom, that's 4 parks. And I can go to Universal Orlando Resort, where I have access to Universal Studios Florida and Universal's Islands of Adventure. So we're just getting off the People Mover right now. It looks like I finally have somebody watching. Thank you so much. Obviously, feel free to comment and do all that kind of stuff while I am here. I'm just going to be walking around Magic Kingdom for a few minutes and taking you along with me before I head to my next theme park. It is very, very possible that since I'm already going to have to go to the transportation and ticket center, which is a bit of a hassle after Magic Kingdom, that I will just get in the car and head to Universal, and I will do the Universal parks next. I was lucky enough to, right when I walked into Magic Kingdom today, the Festival of Fantasy Parade was still just making its way down Main Street, USA. So not only did I get to see it for myself, but I'll have the opportunity to share the full video of Festival of Fantasy with you on the Tall Guy Talks Travel YouTube channel at some point soon. I like to give you all of the cavalcades, all of the parades. I like to share that with you as much as humanly possible. So Festival of Fantasy and the People Mover is a good run here at Magic Kingdom, but I'm going to try to get more. The Friendship Fair show is happening in front of the castle. So I might walk over and just catch the end of it for everybody. And of course, just like my pilgrimage on Ireland's National Famine Way, the purpose of this today, doing all 6 parks and sharing it so much on social media, is to raise awareness and money in the fight against domestic violence. So please, if you're liking this, please go to casapinellas.org/walkwithrick/ that is CASAPINELLAS.org/walkwithrick/. Let's go see this show here.
Our friends are coming back to the celebration.
Friends from near and far, it is now time for the magical Friendship Fair Grand Celebration. Now join us in welcoming back our new friends from the land of the bewitching bayous, Tiana, Naveen, and Lewis. From the land of the enchanted woodlands, Rapunzel, Flynn Rider, Vladimir, and Hookhead. From the land of the Mystic Mountains, Elsa, Anna, and Olaf.
That's an adventure for sure.
Trying something new.
I'm having
Sweetie, Dad, you win.
Fine. To be true to yourself. That's right.
Here's to all of us, old friends and new.
More hugs for everyone.
Oh, this is what I love about the friendship
invite you to enjoy the rest of your magical Friendship Fair day here at the Magic Kingdom.
Just caught the Friendship Fair on stage there in front of Cinderella Castle. Now I'm going to walk into Liberty Square, maybe head over towards Frontierland, see what's going on there. I may see what the wait time is for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. However, as you know, I am doing 6 theme parks today. Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney's Animal Kingdom, Universal Studios Florida, and Universal's Islands of Adventure. And I didn't get here till after it was noon. So I got a lot to do here if I'm gonna make this happen, which I am gonna make this happen, of course, but walking into Liberty Square the day after the 4th of July, and obviously there are a lot of different feelings going around this year because of the 4th of July, and I'm not going to get into that. I am just going to say that with everything going on, it is only going to potentially increase the rate of domestic violence and abuse, because the sad facts are that when a woman is pregnant, that incredibly increases her chances of being abused. So as we raise awareness and money in the fight against domestic violence, please do me a favor and donate at casapinellas.org/walkwithrick/ CASAPINELLAS.org/walkwithrick/. Every single dollar raised goes directly to CASA of Pinellas County in the fight against domestic violence. Look at the reflection of Cinderella Castle in the water. That is so cool. Every dollar raised goes directly to CASA of Pinellas County. So you are actually helping survivors of domestic violence. Gonna show you some things that I'm sure a lot of you know, and that is that the windows here in Liberty Square, if you'll notice, they're a little crooked. And that's because during the Revolutionary War, Liberty Square is supposed to be a town during the Revolutionary War. They had a shortage of metal. They had to use metal for bullets and for different types of equipment, so they couldn't use metal to hold on the shingles on their houses, to hold on the I don't know why I'm not thinking the name of it, but anyway, so they used leather, and then sometimes the leather would pull and it would be uneven there, and that is why, to be historically accurate here in Liberty Square, they are crooked. You can see them on a lot of the windows here. You can tell that they're keeping that theming. And I'm sure a lot of you also know that the brown path here on the ground in Liberty Square is to represent the fact that they didn't have indoor plumbing. So a lot of times they would throw waste just out in the street, out in the gutters, out in the curbs. And it would form rivers in the middle of walkways. And that is what the brown indicates. So that's fun. Thank you to the people who are liking. I would certainly appreciate more likes. If you want to shoot some comments, that's great too. Maybe you could direct me where I'm going next. All right. I'm going to read this here to you. The Province Belle was the name first used to describe me. I was ordered from the English Bell Foundry of Whitechapel. Sorry, they're doing a photo here, so I'm going to try to get out of that. I was to be part of the celebration which would commemorate the 50th anniversary of William Penn's Charter of Privileges, signifying the founding of Pennsylvania. Soon after being brought to America from England, it was decided to test me for tonal quality. For this purpose, I was hung in the notch of a tree and struck. With the first stroke of the clapper, I sang out a glorious note. However, with the second strike, I cracked and then gave off a terrible sound. So, this is obviously from the same mold as the Liberty Bell. And it is here in Liberty Square. I was going to read more of that, but there's actually a photo pass location there. So, to the right, oh, thank you, Shasha. She says that she was following my journey and was not expecting this to be the next stop, being here at Magic Kingdom and trying to do 6 theme parks in the same day. And that she's at work, so she can't say much, but I really appreciate it. Thank you for the comment. It really, really means a lot. We've had a pretty decent amount of people for a live stream in the middle of the day, so I'm going to accept that as being a good start to this. As you can see off in the distance right ahead of me is Splash Mountain. That is going to be rethemed starting, I believe, early next year and turned into Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Of course, Princess Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. One of my absolute favorite Disney movies, Disney princess movies. It has not only Princess Tiana, who is one of the best Disney princesses, but it has Naveen, who might be right up there with Beast as my favorite Disney prince. I love Prince Naveen. And it has my absolute favorite Disney villain, and that is Dr. Facilier. I am hoping that in the retheme of Splash Mountain, we get Dr. Facilier right before the drop. And that would be really, really cool. I haven't been paying a ton of attention to everything we do know about that retheme, but as it continues to get closer and closer, we'll be talking about it more on the podcast, and we'll be doing a whole lot more. I'm thinking that I might, instead of trying to ride another ride, because I did ride the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. That was at the very beginning of this video. I was still on the People Mover. That I might try to find a little snack, eat that on Main Street, USA, and then head to Universal. I can get those two theme parks out of the way pretty quickly. I can head in, I think, at Universal Studios Florida. I would like to ride E.T. if it's not too long of a wait. And if I could, at Islands of Adventure, I really love the restaurant Confisco. It's one of my favorite theme park restaurants in the world, frankly, even though it's not a super fancy one. It's not like Tiffin's here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, which is the best restaurant, along with the Hollywood Brown Derby over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. But they have some really good vegetarian and vegan options that are light. It's great theming on the inside, and it's not super expensive for a theme park restaurant. So I'm thinking I might do lunch at Confisco at Universal's Islands of Adventure. We have two of the Country Bears here hanging on top of Country Bear Jamboree. So I thought I'd go over here.
I know in the kitchen world, it tends to be the hourly, like, prep cooks and line cooks.
Just trying to see if I can get a wave here. Not really looking this far away. There it is. My favorite ride. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I actually got a text from my co-host and very good friend Sarah while I was doing this live stream, and she's like, "Did I hear that right? Are you doing 6 theme parks today?" Yes, Sarah. I'm gonna do 6 theme parks today. I can't just walk across a country I have to do even more hard work. I want to say that there are some other things that are going on at Walt Disney World that I may as well talk about right now, and a lot, and I mean a lot, of meet and greets are returning, including what might be my favorite, because she is my favorite Disney character. Obviously, I just walked across Ireland, so the red-headed Disney princess is probably my favorite, and not the mermaid, but Merida from Brave. So it is 40 minutes for Big Thunder Mountain. I'm gonna bet it's not actually 40 minutes, just judging by what I see from the line. And I'm gonna get in this queue and ride my favorite ride on my first day back to the theme parks at Walt Disney World, because this past weekend I did come here with my wife Courtney, and she's blacked out from the theme parks because of her particular annual pass, because she doesn't like the heat of the summer months. So she got the pass with blackouts. But we went to some of the resorts for food. We got lunch, specifically the great bread service and some samosas at Sanaa in Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. And then we went to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort and ate at Sebastian's, which is really, really good. We were pleasantly surprised. But yeah, those meet and greets are returning. I believe it is later this week. I think it might be Friday that Merida, Aladdin, and Jasmine, just a bunch of these very popular. There is a character cavalcade just getting started here in Fantasyland or Frontierland, so that's cool. Answer the call. But Aladdin and Jasmine are coming back, just a whole bunch. They are moving Minnie up to the front of the park with Mickey to celebrate the 50th anniversary. And they are doing, I think, Donald and Goofy and Daisy and Donald, Goofy, Daisy, I think Pluto are going to be coming to Pete's Silly Sideshow. I think the Pooh characters might be coming back. So we're getting a lot of meet and greets back, which is a good sign. Stuff is coming back. That obviously doesn't mean that the pandemic is over, and actually, now that I am in line, I'm going to reach back into my bag and get my mask so that I'm trying to be safe. I traveled to a different country and I did a good job of not coming down with it, but we got to do whatever we can to try to stay safe. So I'll put on my mask. But anyway, I'm probably going to, hey, we got to wave. I'm probably going to end the live stream here because it's going to be harder and harder to not get other people in the video, as you can see by the waiver we had. But I'll probably talk to you next at Universal Studios Florida, and then I'll head over to Universal's Islands of Adventure, and then it'll be back west on I-4 to finish things up here at Walt Disney World with Disney's Animal Kingdom. It's probably going to be the first one I hit because that usually closes fairly early. And then over to Hollywood Studios and wrap things up at Epcot. But I'm doing this to raise awareness and money in the fight against domestic violence for CASA of Pinellas County, Florida. So if you would do me a favor and share this video, let people know that we're doing this, but also donate at casapinellas.org/walkwithrick/ that is CASAPINELLAS.org/walkwithrick/ every dollar raised goes to help survivors of domestic violence. We set up the website to go through the organization, so you don't even have to trust me. Johnny says, I'm laughing that your wife can't go to WDW because of her past. So, because I was going to be in Ireland for such a long time, and she does not come without me. Sometimes she goes with her friend Jen, but her friend Jen also has blackouts. So since I wasn't going to be driving her, and she does not like to come when it is hot here. She does not like to be hot, and as you can tell, like, it is hot. So yeah, she got a lower level pass, and I think she's happy about that. I think the money that we saved doing it that way, she just doesn't come as much as I do it. So I do really appreciate that she doesn't care. She doesn't mind living vicariously through me. She loves to just look at pictures from the parks and watch videos like this one, but she doesn't need to go all that much. And obviously with the podcast and everything, I try to keep up to date on almost every new thing. But yes, it is kind of funny, Johnny, that
Hey, howdy, hey, folks. This here is Deputy Dynamite here to
Not
welcome you
able
to
to
Colorado Railroad. Now, y'all must be pretty brave because this here is the wildest ride in the wilderness. Now, while y'all are waiting in line, we have to see please give up that party in front of you at all times to keep you all together. You know, believe it or not, this does get you in the mine a lot faster.
All right.
It keeps the line a lot shorter, too. Once down in the mine, push the signal all the way back and inform that loaded cast man with the social numbers in your party. This final road, this signal road, so we don't lose any miners here on the mountain. Once again, folks, please keep up with that party in front of us at all times. Keep your party, yeah? Always got everybody having that one out there.
I am gonna let everybody go for a little bit. Like I said, I will probably talk to you next. Donate at casapinellas.org with Rick / that's CASAPIN.org/walkwithrick/. I'll talk to everybody very, very soon.